All right. So that was quite a move there. Better do an update here. So 3% move here. So in the video I did earlier, there are 3 different ways this could play out. This is not one of the ways the bulls wanted it to play out, because now you have an engulfing candle that took out all of whatever we gained in the morning. And so now the question is, where does this bottom at? And I've been in puts. I sold them all right here. I didn't like nail the top or anything, but I got in at a pretty decent price, only because when you started going down here, it looked like this was definitely not going to be an impulse, and then this was an impulse. And so I figured that we are probably starting the next series of ABC moves. So that was one of the scenarios I laid out in the video. The other scenario would have been this, and that would have solidified the bottom. I mentioned in the video that if we get above this, we probably bottomed, and look where they took it to. They took it right there and then sold it off. Like literally pretty much to the cent. They took it right there and then they sold it off. So that is not what you wanted to see if you were long. And good news is this is bottomed right here, pretty much. They might bring it down to 656, but this part's bottomed. How do I know that? And why did I sell right here? Well, first of all, you have the GEX. But before I looked at the GEX, I was looking to see how far this could go down. And I'm looking at 642 or 640, around there. Not to mention all of the SPY, you can look at them now, have been very, very bearish. But you can see here, once we get down here around 658, they're starting to sell them back. They're buying back their puts. Or they're not buying back, they're selling their puts. So it could be they're selling puts, or they're selling the puts they already bought. Either way, it doesn't really matter. They're selling puts. They're starting to buy them again here too, but we'll see how it goes. This should be the bottom right here. It's not going to go any lower today. If it does, that would be kind of crazy. But the reason that I sold all my puts right there is because the 1.61 fib of this right around here takes us right to 640, basically. Right around 655 takes us to 640. And so what we're looking at here, it looks like this is an A wave of some sort. So this is WXY. So I would expect from here, get something like that, and then probably down here to 642. Is it possible that this is a 5-way move down? That would be pretty wild. I don't think so, though. I don't think that that's in the possibilities here. I do think that. Hey, let's look at the weekly real quick. I want to see where the weekly 20 is now. So the weekly 20 is still down here at 652. Don't think they're going to keep it coming down here, but it is continuing to go down here. So the 5-minute time frame, this is not a second wave, by the way. That went higher than that. This is just a straight down move. It looks like this is the 5th wave right here. You'd have to go down below that 3-minute or the 1-minute to see this, but this looks like a 4th and a 5th wave right here. I would not expect it to go down that much farther. If it does, then you're looking at the 20 down here at 652, and it could be going lower than that. The 1.61 fib of this right here is down here at 635, so I wouldn't expect it to go much more than that. So I guess the other question is it possible that this is a 5-wave move with a nested 1-2? I don't think so, because I don't see this as a 5-wave move. I see this as an ABC move in itself, so I don't think so. I think that this is just an ABC move. This is an ABC move. And so you're just looking at this as WXY. It's just going to go W, X, Y. This is a very quick X wave, but it covered a lot of ground. It went all the way up to the 0.61 fib almost, between the 0.5 and the 0.61 fib. So this is completely fine. Now you got an A wave down. If we do the math here, the 1.61 fib is right where pretty much exactly, look at that, 642 is the 1.61 fib of where this went. Maybe it goes a little bit lower, maybe 640. So maybe this comes down to 655, whatever. I sold all my puts around here. I'm out. I think this move is pretty much finished. It's still going down, but we'll see. So I would expect a bounce now, probably back, maybe all the way back here to 667, but maybe just back here to like 662 to 666 would be my target pretty much. So something like this. And then get that down, and then that should be it. So to answer the question now of what this was, you can go ahead and erase pretty much all of this. So this is not the fourth wave, and this is also not second of 5 of a diagonal. So it's nice to get that out of the way. That means that this was likely the third wave, and we're likely in a big fourth wave here. So we're in a fourth wave right here, and once this is finished, we should be going up. So that's pretty much the layout here. I'm just going to be adding puts again once we get up here. 661, I'll probably start buying them again. I don't want to own them here. It's too early. I need to see a little bit of a retracement here to low 660s at least, and then up into like 664-ish, something like that. Is it possible it comes all the way up here? It is possible, but I would say it's going to be a pretty shallow one because that was such an impulsive move. It wouldn't really make sense if we went like this, because then what are we doing? Is it gonna go down like that again? I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a more shallow move, and you should be getting ready to short again. Hedge your positions. So looking at Meta now, this is the fourth wave right here. Unfortunately, I was looking for 630. That would have been the measured move. That's a very, very short fourth wave. But look here on the daily chart. You can't even hardly see it on the daily chart anymore because this happened. I think this is a pretty short fourth wave here. Very short fourth wave. And it looks like this is heading down to 550 now. So, yeah, if we go to 662 and then go all the way down to 642, go down another 3%, then Meta can easily go down 6%. Down to 550 gap fill, and then that should be it. Fourth wave's finished. Meta's finished with its 5-wave move. I guess I'm trying to figure out, though, how that's going to work with if this is 5 waves. That means potentially Meta already topped out. That's the only thing I can think of, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Potentially that. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting. Try to figure out what's going on with Meta. Did it top out already? Because if this is a 5-wave move, we got to at least see a B wave and a C wave down. So it's possible that Meta goes all the way back here to 740 and never makes another high before the market tops out. It's possible. So got to keep that in mind. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it here. You can buy down at 550, and I think you're going to make 40%. But you're probably going to want to sell up here in the 700s. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's pretty much it. Bitcoin's down here at 86K. It hit this demand zone right here. So we'll see how that goes. That's the update for now. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, and talk to you soon.